March Madness is known for its buzzer beaters. When we look back in history, Christian Laettner sent Duke to the Final Four, or Chris Jenkins winning the national title for Villanova. I got one for you. Bryce Drew, 25 years ago, created a Cinderella story for Valparaiso as Valpo upset Ole Miss. At the time, Bryce Drew's dad, Homer, was the head coach for Valpo. Now Bryce is right up the road here in Phoenix as the head coach for GCU. I had the chance to sit down with the father-son duo to relive the iconic moment known simply as the shot. The shot heard around basketball. Does it still give you chills after all these years?
Chills? No. Chills during the shot? Yes. As it was arched up high, it looked, Matt, like it was going to be short. And so I think that all the prayers in the building just kind of lifted it over, because if you watch the rim, it kind of hits the top of the rim and then goes right on in. And so now when we see it, I just get a smile because I know the ball's going to go in.
I remember I was standing right on the right side of the court over there while the first free throw was getting ready to go. The play then that happened was really a blur. I thought the ball was short. When it's short, you kind of jump to try to give it that extra oomph, and so I felt like I was going to be short. It skimmed the rim, went in, and then I don't even remember diving on the floor. I don't remember anything to basically being on the floor.
2.5 seconds left on the clock. Free throws at the line. The first one is missed by Ole Miss. You call timeout. Can you take us inside the huddle in terms of what was being drawn up?
We just went through the possibilities of what might happen if he makes, if he misses, what are our options, and are we all prepared to do it? So it was really just a quick review, and with the hopefulness that he would miss it and we would get a chance to make a tie. And
you could hear in the video of the shot, pacer, the play was being yelled out. Where did that originate from? When he missed the shot, the players looked over and they just yelled pacer, and that was the name of the play that we use for game-ending situations. I felt wonderful because they didn't need a coach. They knew exactly what to do.
Bill Jenkins threw three for the win! Go! Oh my! Valpo wins!
And Bryce, 25 years later, every time March Madness rolls around, you're still hearing about the shot. How does it feel to still be brought up in terms of one of the greatest moments in March Madness history?
It's a special blessing, you know. Basketball family. My brother coaches at Baylor now, won the national championship. So we've been, you know, our lives have been, our schedules are entertained and around the NCAA tournament. So for have that moment in the tournament for something that we've dreamt of our whole life is very special, and now get to see the highlight years later, you know, makes it even more special.
And on top of that, I mean, after all these years now, to share it in a father-son relationship, what was that like, being on the floor and seeing your dad and having that moment together?
You know, we've always had a really close relationship. It's probably the reason why I went to play for him, you know, at Valpo. And at the time, it was very special. But as you've gotten older, and now I have a son who's 8, it's even more special to me. I remember at the time I got a lot of messages from people, you know, from fathers and sons, and comparing, you know, our relationship and theirs, and I understood it, but after having my own son, I think I understand it at a different level, you know, just how special it was.
Now, it was really special to me, but older brother Scott says, you know, if you don't go and play for dad, no more meals at home, no more cars, you know. So I think Scott put the pressure on him to come, but it was a joy for me for 4 years to have him.
70-69, the kid performs another miracle.